So today's video features something a little bit different. Something that no one has seen for about 5 years. Not even my wife.
Matron, please, I'm not that kind of doctor.
Give you a clue here. That's the clue. So up on top of a wardrobe up there, which I will film on my phone, just so you know that I'm doing this live. So up on top of a wardrobe over there, there's me, is a guitar case which has literally been up there for 5 years. I do not think I have used this guitar since I did a UFO cover, which must be 5 years ago this summer. So today's video will feature this guitar. So the first thing I need to do, get the guitar down from there, take it through to my work surface, and we'll have a look. So we can see it's a little bit dusty. Let's say it must be 5 years since I have taken this out of the case, so excuse any noise, my central heating's on because it's winter in Scotland. Oh, it's a bit rusty. Some rust on here. So this is the only one of these guitars that I own. In fact, I think I've only ever owned 2 acoustic guitars before. So there's the first look. So there it's out of the case. So these are the controls for the electrics, which don't work, treble, bass and volume. I'm not entirely sure why they stopped working. There's a battery inside, but even changing that, it's not worked for years, but it's a nice looking guitar. So I bought this, I think 1994 or thereabouts. At the time I was looking at this was new, and there was a second-hand Gibson Hummingbird, so I think this was $599 or something. So I mean, not a cheap guitar. And the Hummingbird second-hand was £200 or £300 more expensive, and I didn't stretch to that. So the fretboard looks a little bit dry. These strings are old, but it is a nice guitar. I don't know if the action doesn't seem too high. Oh, bit of bass there. So what I'll do is, if I can find the specs of this, I'll put it on screen now. What this is made from, because I'm not entirely sure. It's nice with the centre as well. Yep. And tuners, Yamaha Japan. Now I don't think these are made in Japan. I don't think the guitars are made in Japan. Maybe Korea. But it is nice. So I don't imagine it's in tune at the moment. Does it have a country of manufacture? Let's see. Yamaha Corporation. There you go. Serial number JX322. So I guess the first task is to get these old strings off. Oh, and look what I found in the case. Apart from the truss rod key. I forgot. I think I've used this at a couple of acoustic gigs, like a couple of decades ago. And because the electrics weren't working, I bought this Seymour Duncan Woody. I think it is. Not Woody Woodpecker. So, let's get these strings off. So I know next to nothing about acoustic guitars, so please do excuse my ignorance, but I think that looks okay, although that bridge, that snapped. I expect that's not a good sign. This has not had a lot of playing time, so the frets are in pretty good shape. Could do with a polish. The fingerboard, which I suspect is rosewood, could do with some hydration. So a wee bit of cowboy chording. I mean, to be honest, that's all I've ever really done on this is cowboy chording. I am not an acoustic guitar player. I can sum some chords, but that's about it. So let's get this all cleaned up, all spruced up, as it were, spruced up, and see what it looks like. So we have it, all new strings, nice and clean. Fretboard is looking a lot better. Yeah, I'll plug it in, see what it sounds like, and see if I can play it. So there you go, all tuned up. I played it around for about half an hour. I'll tell you what sounds really good on this guitar. See when you do like a double drop D tuning. I mean, you're only picking it up from my lapel mic, but it sounds good. Now, I am not an acoustic guitar player, as I have said a few times in this video, so please forgive any errant notes in this next part coming up. So I recorded a few bits earlier on, and what I did was I recorded the first couple of passes just on this Zoom thing, just sitting on my desk so you kind of get the room sound, and I used a bit of compression and a tiny little bit of reverb as well, so you hear what the guitar sounds like from about 2 feet away, kind of pointing at the end of the neck. And then for the second pass I used the Seymour Duncan Woody, not Woody Woodpecker. So what do I think? It's funny, you know, like I said, I don't play this enough to really appreciate what a really nice guitar it is. And much like when I had a loan of the 12 string from my mate Mike, I think to get the full use of this I would really need to sit down and practice a lot. But it has been great just taking this out of the case, cleaning it up, re-stringing it, and just playing around some campfire chords really, in double drop D. It's lovely. So apologies for any incorrect renditions of any tunes which you may almost recognise in this final part. So as ever folks, this has been something a bit different today. It is the only acoustic guitar that I own. It's only the second acoustic guitar that I've ever owned. I probably don't need to buy any more than this. This is enough for me. It's a nice sounding dreadnought sized guitar. As ever folks, it's a privilege and a pleasure bringing you content on Dunsi's Guitar World. Cheers for now.